Okay, hello guys. Aline, how are you? So did Dakar? Can we discuss gold, please? Yeah. First of all, thanks guys for joining me here today. One moment, because I have to manage something here. And David, how are you? Don Dada, Nicholas. So first of all, before we'll start this live trading session, this live webinar, this Forex webinar, please, here is the risk disclaimer. Please read it. And if you have maybe more questions, also guys, about copy trading or something, please email support. Please, here is the email. And if you have maybe more questions, please email support. They will reply. They will help you with copy trading or something, with maybe signal start. And also guys, very important. Yeah, we'll start with gold maybe, or maybe with euro versus the US dollar, because we have a nice sell-off there. So I will close this window, but before we'll talk about gold, or before we'll start with euro versus US dollar, I want to remind you guys that if you are not a VIP member, and if you want to get all our trades, maybe to follow our trades, you should become a VIP member to join our VIP team by accessing the link posted right below this video for only £35 per month. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm waiting, guys, for your comments right below this video today. This is the only way we can communicate. I will try to reply. And also follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of maybe VIP content there as well. So as I've told you, also, please guys, you can like this video here right now, maybe if you like this session, or if you like my analysis today. So let's start with euro versus the US dollar, as I've told you earlier. So if you remember, I've told you guys that after this nice downside movement, after this sell-off, a temporary rebound was natural, expected, and I've told you that maybe stabilizing below the medium line of the descending pitchfork could signal deeper drop. Here only false breakout, actually false breakout here above the weekly pivot point on euro versus the US dollar, 1.1627, and also its failure here to stabilize above 1.1612. So drop, retest of the medium line, and right now it has registered a new lower low. A new lower low indicates and signals that maybe the pair will continue to drop, will extend its sell-off here. And yeah, I told you guys that the bias is still bearish here on the euro versus the US dollar, despite temporary rebounds. So here, after this bearish closure below this former low, 1.1562, the price action confirmed and activated maybe a deeper drop, and the next maybe downside target will be here at the S1, and also the lower medium line of the descending pitchfork is seen as a potential downside target, downside obstacle. This is not a signal, this is not a trading recommendation. Right now, personally, I'm not a financial advisor, and here personally I'll wait for something, maybe for the price to move sideways, maybe to come back to retest this former low, or maybe the medium line, before deciding to go short maybe on euro versus the US dollar. But yeah, this is my analysis, and personally I believe that this pair could resume its a sell-off, because let's take a look here on the dollar index, and you already know that personally I'm using this correlation between the dollar index with the euro versus the US dollar. So right now the dollar index rallies. It has registered a nice growth here, rally, after finding support here at 93.72 as expected. It has failed to stabilize here below the fourth warning line, and right now is almost to hit the fifth warning line, which is seen as maybe a potential dynamic resistance. But yeah, further growth here registered by the dollar index could signal that the euro versus the US dollar will drop deeper. Okay, yeah, and finally, one moment. So please guys, if you want me to take a look on a specific market, that's why I'm here, and I will try to answer to all of your questions. We'll take a look on gold. So also right now the price of gold, it has dropped in the short term. It has slipped lower only because the dollar index has rallied here, and the further growth here could force the yellow metal to drop. So let's take a look on gold, guys. And unfortunately here the price of gold has escaped from this channel, from this down channel, which was seen as a potential maybe continuation pattern here or something, or a reversal, actually a reversal pattern. But unfortunately here sideways movement. Yeah, the price of gold jumped as much as 1770.58, guys, but unfortunately it has failed here to stabilize above the 150% Fibonacci line, above 1764.24. So drop yesterday. It has printed this false breakdown with great separation, but unfortunately, and as I've told you earlier, YOLO, GBP versus US dollar, some correlation with euro. We'll take a look on also on that pair, but if you want to know more about correlations, you can visit our maybe our YouTube channel later, and we have there a playlist, trading tutorials, and we have there personally I've published a tutorial, intermarket correlations, so you can watch that tutorial, trying maybe to understand how to use correlations or how to identify correlations in maybe Forex trading, I don't know, commodities, indexes, cryptocurrencies. So the price of gold, unfortunately, guys, the price of gold failed here to stabilize above the downtrend line, and right now it has dropped also below the weekly pivot point, 1748.98. So yeah, unfortunately here its failure to stabilize above the former high, above the 150% Fibonacci line, signaled that the sellers are still strong in the short term. And right now, maybe the price of gold will pressure again 1745.35. Sorry. And I've told you guys that maybe the dollar index's further growth, upside continuation, could force the price of gold to drop deeper. So right now I don't have something. Personally, I was long actually, or I've looked for longs here in gold, but unfortunately after something like this, after its failure here to stabilize below the former high, above this broken dynamic resistance, yeah, personally I will stay away from gold right now, and I will search maybe for something else. Okay, can you please analyze natural gas? Yeah, maybe I will take a look. Why no gold signals are sent to VIP channel? So Nazih, Khalil, so we don't send signals. As you already know, we send only our trades. So we don't send signals, we don't send trading recommendations. So it's up to you if you want to maybe to follow our trades. We share our trades with you guys into the VIP, and yeah, we'll if I have something, or when we'll have something in gold, yeah, we always send our trades in gold for the VIP members. But I've told you, after something like this, maybe we had something here, but here, but right now, personally, I've told you that I will stay away, because maybe something like a rejection from 1745.35, potential breakout above the downtrend line, consolidation, accumulation here could bring us a new long opportunity in gold. But as long as the dollar index increases, so personally I don't want to go long on gold right now, as long as the US dollar is strong. Anthony, when scalping in on trades, how do you approach that? When is the best time to scale? For example, if it respects your trend line or consolidation, please explain your approach. So personally, for scalping or something like this, or swing trading, personally I'm using maybe the same strategy, the same tools. Personally, I really like to use Andrew's pitchfork tool, technical tool. Price action, static, dynamic, support, resistance levels, maybe. So I'm using, personally I'm using Andrew's Pitchfork tool on all time frames and on all markets. So this is my approach. Also, when I make scalping or when I trade intraday or for swing trading, medium to the long-term trading. So I'm using the same tools, maybe the same strategy or something. So I don't have a different approach for scalping or something. Yeah. Okay, US 500, the S&P. Let's take a look. Thank you. And would appreciate your long-term opinion on US 30. Yeah, we'll take a look on US equities as well. So let's take a look here. I will delete this one. And as you already know from my previous sessions, live sessions or analyses, I've told you that here a new lower low dropping below 43.52.5 signaled that the S&P could resume its corrective phase. It could develop and print a larger and a broader downside movement. One moment. Help me check GBP New Zealand dollar. Yeah, I will take a look on all markets. Thank you guys. I will try to answer to all your questions. Adam, hey Olympia, I'm still holding the Canadian dollar Japanese yen from the other day. Please can you provide your opinion on that pair? We don't have something like this, man. Adam, I'm sorry. So for the VIPs right now into the VIP real account, we don't have something like this. We don't have a trade on Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. I'm sorry, man. I don't know where you have this trade or something like this, but we don't have a Canadian dollar Japanese yen position right now in our real account for the VIP members. Yeah. Thank you. And for the VIPs right now, my trade in US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still valid, despite that the drop. It's still in profit. I will keep an eye on that pair. Unfortunately, yeah, we'll talk about maybe that pair as well. So it's still up around maybe 15 pips. It has registered a strong sell-off right now only because the Nikkei, the Japanese stock index, plunged, and then that's why we have a strong Japanese yen in the short term. And we'll take a look on the Japanese yen on Adam. This was from Aziz. I've told you that we don't have something like this right now into the VIP real account. So yeah, I will ask Aziz maybe, and maybe he will come back to you with his update on that trade. May I know why the Australian actually ADA buy stop order on October did not trigger on my side? I don't know, man. I'm not managing the crypto signal, the crypto Telegram groups. So please email support. Yeah, I will take a look on the British pound versus Japanese yen. Are you going to provide pairs to trade today in the VIP channel? Yeah, as you already know, when we'll have something really good like good trade setups, good trades, high probability trades, yeah, we will share our trades with you guys. Okay. Yeah, I will take a look on the British pound versus the Swiss franc, Canadian dollar versus Japanese yen. One was closed. Yeah, Aline, I believe it was closed, but yeah, I will ask Aziz, and I will ask also maybe he will update you guys on that trade. Okay, so US 500. Thank you guys. for all your messages. I will try to answer, to take a look on all markets. So US 500, as I told you here, so only test, retest, false breakouts above this former support, former low, and right now the US index here is pressuring my 150% Fibonacci line, and also we have this level here 4270.1 as a potential static support here. So only drop, it was rejected from by this confluence area in the short term, as you can see here at the intersection between 4270.1 and 150% Fibonacci line. So something like a channel here, or something like a range pattern here. So personally I'll wait for something here, but I believe that maybe the US equities, US 500, US 100, US 30 could maybe drop deeper if the dollar index will resume its growth. Let's take a look. US 30 as well, Dow Jones Industrial Average. So right now a sell-off here as well, but I don't have something really good. Maybe after this false breakout above the weekly pivot point, a drop, a deeper drop, a downside movement was somehow expected. Yeah. So in the short term, but here on the US 30, yeah, you can see this sideways movement here, something like a major range or something. So personally I don't have something really good on US 30 right now. And maybe on lower time frames, let's take a look on 1 hour actually. So here something like maybe on lower time frames, maybe a double top or something. It's failure here to stabilize above the weekly pivot point. Right now a sell-off, but for me it's risky to sell it here because it could turn to the upside. It's risky to buy it here because it could drop deeper. So I don't have something really good on US 30 right now. US 100. So here deeper drop. If you remember, I've uploaded and posted a video analysis on US 100 on Nasdaq, talking about here around these levels, talking about a larger correction here. So the US 100, the Nasdaq dropped here, and it has found support demand here around this former low, 14,457.9 rebound, but here false breakout above the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. It's failure to stabilize above 14,715.7, and right now we have an aggressive sell-off. So yeah, I will take a look again on the US 30s. Thank you. So here I believe that as long as it stays within this descending pitchfork body below the upper medium line, maybe a new lower low here, value breakdown could signal maybe further drop. And as I've told you that as long as the dollar index increases, let's take a look again, dollar index. So as long as the dollar index increases, so personally I don't want to be long on the US equities. Maybe this is not a perfect correlation, but yeah, as I've told you, if the dollar index maybe will make a very breakout above the fifth warning line, maybe a new higher high to confirm a larger, broader upside movement, then maybe we can search maybe for shorts in US equities. Yeah, let's take a look. US 30. Let's take a look on daily. So the US 30 has shown some overbought signs. Yeah, let's take a look here on the daily. Let's also use maybe stochastic. So maybe we had something like let's use one moment the relative strength index, and you can notice that the US 30 has shown overbought signs, has signaled that the buyers are exhausted, A temporary decline, corrective phase is natural. So here personally I've drawn 1, 2, and 3 descending pitchfork to catch this downside movement. Here drop, test, retest of the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork, confirming this upper medium line as a dynamic resistance. So after this test, retest, and after a new lower low, it was somehow expected that the US 30 will approach and reach the medium line of the descending pitchfork. So only false breakdowns, test, retest. So that's why right now I want to see something here, because a sideways movement, maybe followed by a very breakout above the upper medium line, could signal a potential growth. And personally, I believe that only dropping, closing, and stabilizing below 33,743 low, maybe a new lower low here, or a valid breakdown here below the medium line, could really activate and signal a larger downside movement correction on the US 30. Yeah. So right now we have something like a sideways movement here, so it's premature to talk about a larger downside movement correction on the US 30. Yeah. Silver, guys, or actually let's take a look on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and as I've told you, I believe that that position was closed, as Aline said earlier. So right now, sell off here on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. I've told you that the Japanese stock index, the Nikkei, plunged. Let's take a look. And only because yeah, so yesterday I've sent you guys an analysis on a video analysis on the Japanese stock index, talking about this rebound, that about this temporary rebound, bounce back from the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork from around the weekly S2. So unfortunately here the Japanese stock index failed to stabilize above the 23.6 retracement level, signaling that maybe this rebound was over. It has ended, and as you can see here, a strong sell-off right now registered by the Nikkei, and this sell-off has forced the Japanese yen to appreciate versus its rival. So let's go back. Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen, and in the short term, this sell-off, the pair has slipped lower and right now is pressuring again the medium line of the ascending pitchfork, the weekly R1. And personally, I believe that failing to stabilize above the medium line and stabilizing below it, test, retest, could signal a potential new downside movement here. Yeah, on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. Technically, after jumping above this downtrend line, testing, retesting, here its failure to stabilize below the downtrend line has signaled the potential leg higher, potential growth in the short term. But I've told you guys that one moment, because I want to use also an inside sliding parallel line here. So it has failed to approach to reach this inside sliding line, parallel line, signaling that maybe the sellers are still strong, are still in the game, or signaling that the buyers are exhausted in the short term. So here, stabilizing below the medium line, test, retest, could signal a potential deeper drop in the short term. And this scenario will take shape, guys, if the Nikkei will resume its sell-off. Yeah. So I will delete all these from here, because I want to draw maybe something like this here in the short term. 1, 2, and 3, guys, like a descending pitchfork. So for the VIP members, my trade in US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still valid. Despite that corrective phase, it's still in profit, maybe around 15 pips, yeah, or more than, or around 17, 18 pips. And when I'll decide maybe to manage that position, I will come back to you guys for the VIP members with my trade management for that position. And if you want to, yeah, Lim, Martin, I've told you, US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still still good right now. So here I've drawn a descending pitchfork, but personally I want to see something like this, maybe test, retest, maybe false breakouts before maybe deciding to go short on this pair. But when I have something, I will come back to you guys with my trading opinion, with my trade, and if you want to follow it, it's fine. British pound versus the Japanese yen, sell-off, amazing sell-off here as well. I told you that the Japanese yen dominates the market right now. It has registered, or actually it has appreciated versus all its rivals. So right now the British pound versus Japanese yen sell-off, strong sell-off, but I don't have something really good here because as you can see, something like a sideways movement here. An important growth here after registering only a false breakdown with great separation below the medium line. And here on the British pound versus the Japanese yen, aggressive breakout here through the upper medium line. And something like this here, test, retest, could bring us something like a new maybe buying opportunity on the British pound versus the Japanese yen. So personally, I look for new long entries, bullish signals, bullish opportunities, buying opportunities here around the weekly pivot point, around 150.72, around the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork, because testing, retesting, stabilizing here, registering only false breakdowns could bring us new opportunities. I stepped out on US dollar versus Japanese yen with 40 pips profit made. Thanks for that, and looking forward to new profitable trades. Yeah, thank you as well. Yeah, and personally, I'm still holding that trade, but only because I've told you the Japanese yen has taken the lead in the short term after that sell-off on Nikkei. But the US dollar is still strong versus the other currencies as long as the dollar index continues to increase. So that actually, let's take a look. US dollar, Japanese yen, and I will take a look on 1 hour. So as you can see here, it's too late, guys, to buy it right now. As you can see, we are still in profit on this trade. Yeah, so it has jumped above the outside sliding parallel line. Yeah, it has in the short term here, it has registered a corrective phase. Yeah, it has found support demand around the 38.2, tests, retests, rejections, breakout above the medium line of the descending pitchfork. It has escaped also from the descending pitchfork's body. It has jumped above this sliding line. So the bias maybe is still bullish, but it's too late maybe to buy it right now, because maybe you have to wait for something like a new great opportunity. So right now, personally, I'm still keeping this trade. I'm still in profit on this trade. So and if I'll decide maybe to manage it, to maybe to move my stop loss, to cut my risk, or to move my stop loss at break even, I will come back with my update with my trade management for the VIP members. And right now, as you can see here, it looks that maybe it will find the support demand again on this upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. And personally, I believe that something like a sideways movement, test, retest could bring us a new upside movement. So I'm still waiting for something here, and yeah, maybe it was a good decision here maybe to close it, but personally I thought that maybe the pair will only come back to test retest 111.65, or maybe the broken outside the sliding parallel line. But as I've told you, right now the bias is still bullish. As long as it stays also above the 23.6, it could only test retest all these before jumping higher. So yeah, I'm keeping that trade. Thank you. So we talked about the Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Let's take a look. Thank you. So here as well, sell off right now in the short term. I will delete all my drawings, guys, because personally this is not on my watch list. I'm not not a big fan of this pair, Forex pair. And the right now sell off after maybe several false breakouts here above 120.209 sell off right now. But something like maybe something like double top pattern here, reversal pattern, could be activated and validated only maybe after a new lower low, after maybe dropping and stabilizing below 119.23, 119.02. So right now maybe we'll have something only like a sideways movement. Yeah, thank you as well. So something like a sideways movement and an upside breakout, a valid breakout from this range could maybe signal an upside continuation, and the new lower low could activate something like a double top pattern, could signal a potential reversal here on the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen. Yeah, but I don't like here the price action too much, so I don't have something really good. Actually, let's take a look. And something like this, let's draw the downtrend line. We'll have to wait because something like this, because the price could only come back down to retest maybe the downtrend line before jumping higher. So I'll keep an eye on this pair as well, and maybe, yeah, David, we'll take a look on Bitcoin, on cryptocurrencies as well. So maybe something here around this zone area could bring us something like this, but we'll personally I'll keep an eye on this pair, and if I'll have something like a trade or something, I will come back to you guys for the VIP members with my trade, because yeah, maybe on lower time frames. Let's take a look on 30 minutes. 30 minutes actually. Maybe we had something here like a pattern, like I don't know, rising wedge or something, like a flag breakdown. So right now it's too late maybe to sell it. This is already gone. Maybe something below this former low, below this minor uptrend line, but right now it's risky to go short, maybe because it could come back to retest the R1, the broken levels, maybe before dropping deeper or something. British pound versus the Swiss franc. Let's take a look. I don't know why you want to trade something like this. Please take a look here. This sideways movement range or something. I really don't understand why you want to trade something like this right now. So personally, I don't have something really good here. This is not on my watch list. But let's take a look. So it's failure to approach to reach the middle line of the descending pitchfork. And maybe personally I'll wait for something like this. Maybe I'm waiting for the price maybe to make a valid breakout above the upper medium line before maybe looking for longs. And also here we have an important support zone area, and maybe for I don't know, longs from here if the price will drop, test retest, move sideways, if it will maybe print a strong bullish pattern. Yeah, only because let's draw a Fibonacci retracement here, and as you can see, so an important leg higher, swing higher, correction, retreat, but the British pound versus the Swiss franc failed here to stabilize below the 38.2 retracement level, 1.2541, so sideways movement, and yeah, I've told you guys that maybe we may have something like a buying opportunity from here, from this support zone, demand zone, or after a very breakout above this upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. British pound versus the US dollar. Right now, sell-off, drop only because the dollar index increases. It has retested the warning line, the first warning line of the descending pitchfork. So this maybe drop is normal, natural. Also, it has failed here to stabilize above this resistance zone, former support area. Yeah. And personally, I'll look for new short opportunities, maybe if the price will come back to retest all these before dropping deeper. So yeah, I'm looking for longs in US dollar right now. Yeah, and maybe if we'll have something today live here, we'll open maybe, or actually I will open a trade for me, for myself. And if you want to follow my trade, yeah, it's fine. One moment, because I want to invite maybe more members, because maybe there are more members who want to join us. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so here the British pound versus the US dollar. I told you that after this maybe sell-off, personally I would like maybe the pair to move sideways here, or to retest all this before maybe dropping deeper. So I've told you that personally I'm still looking for longs in US dollar. So that's why right now I'm bearish on this pair. Yeah. But I'll wait for a new maybe short entry, selling opportunity after maybe something like a distribution, sideways movement, range, or after retesting all these immediate resistance levels before dropping deeper. So this is my opinion on the British pound versus the US dollar. I've told you that also euro versus the US dollar drops only because the dollar index, let's take a look again. So the dollar index rallies right now. It has managed to hit the fifth warning line, and a value breakout above it, a value breakout above 94.50 could signal a larger upside movement, and the potential further growth here could push the British pound versus the US dollar lower. May I also know your opinion on US dollar versus the Swiss franc? It's still bullish in near term. Yeah, I will take a look. US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Thank you. I want to join with PayPal payment. I don't know exactly. Please email support. They will help you with payment methods or something. If you want to join our VIP team, VIP channel group. So US dollar versus the Swiss franc. I will delete this one from here. So drop, important drop, but it has found support here around after failing to close below the weekly S1, below the upper medium line, and right now is pressuring the weekly pivot point. But yeah, this pair, or actually when the dollar index increases, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc increases as well. So we have a strong positive correlation between the dollar index and the US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Maybe not 90% one or 100% one, but we have a strong correlation. And but personally, I want to see something here because I didn't had something really good. So I want to see maybe something like a consolidation, accumulation, sideways movement, something like a continuation pattern before deciding to go long on this pair. Yeah. So the bias is still bullish on this pair as long as the dollar index increases, but I'll wait for something, maybe for a retreat, maybe to retest the 150% Fibonacci line, also the 0.9274 before jumping higher. Yeah, so the bias is bullish. I'm bullish on this pair, but I want to see something. Also, something like maybe value breakout above the pivot point, stabilization, accumulation, also above the upper medium line could bring us something here. Are we getting the trade set up on the VIP group? Yeah, as you all already know, when I have something like a good trade setup, high probability trade, a good trade with a good risk to reward ratio or something like this, yeah, as always I'm sharing my trades, maybe not all my trades, because it's different trading compared to maybe sending trades for others, yeah, but yeah, I'm sharing my trades with you guys. Euro, Australian dollar and US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, 4-hour chart part. Let's take a look. So personally I'm waiting here for something, because we are at resistance here on US dollar versus the Swiss franc, and the potential drop here, potential decline, retreat on the dollar index after reaching that warning line could signal here a retreat, and I'm waiting for something, for a valid breakout or for a temporary decline before jumping higher, before deciding to go long again. So we talked about these potential head and shoulders on 4-hour, here on the 4-hour chart on US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. But I've told you guys that path, I believe that you are talking about this one here. And I've told you that only something like a value breakdown below this neckline could maybe validate something like a deeper drop, larger drop, and could activate this this pattern, reversal pattern. But right now we only have something like a sideways movement, only false breakdown with great separation below this potential neckline, uptrend line, also below the weekly S1, and only because the dollar index increases, this pair, it has bounced back, it has rebounded. Any chance of euro versus the dollar coming up again? Many of the traders have opened buy position. It's a high risk. Now, I've told you that personally I'm bearish on euro versus the US dollar right now. So I believe that part that you are talking about this head and shoulders, major head and shoulders. But I told you that it's premature to talk about something like this as long as the price stays above this neckline. In my previous sessions, and actually here in the short term, maybe on 1 hour, something like this downtrend, and also here maybe we'll have something like a pattern, like a bullish reversal pattern, something like a falling wedge pattern. So something like this, and if the price, if the pair maybe will move sideways here, and if it will maybe make a valid breakout above the downtrend line, immediate downtrend line, then maybe we'll have new buying opportunities on US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. One moment. US dollar. So please take a look here. I've told you at the beginning of this live session webinar that personally I'm expecting euro versus US dollar to drop deeper. So I've told you personally I'm still short on this pair, and I'm not a bull right now on euro versus the US dollar as long as the dollar index increases, okay? And I don't know, when you say many of the traders have opened buying position on euro versus the US dollar, I don't know, because right now it seems that the sellers are in full control, yeah, only because the dollar index drops, and also after its failure here to stabilize above the medium line. And let me show you something here. I will also use a parallel line. I will place it here, yeah, after this drop, and something like a valid breakdown here below this inside sliding line, below the S1, could signal a deeper drop in euro versus the US dollar. And also technically, personally, I believe that the bias is bearish as long as the pair stays below the medium line of the descending pitchfork. It has failed here to come back to approach, to reach, to retest the downtrend line. It has failed here to stabilize above the weekly pivot point. It has failed to stabilize above the medium line. So personally, I'm bearish here on this pair. Can you share a position to make 20 pips? No, right now, no. Only because okay, I will update you guys on my for the VIP members on my trade. One moment. Okay, so personally, I've moved my stop loss at break even in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. If maybe the pair continues to drop, then this will be closed at break even. Only as because I want to secure this position if the price goes against me, if this will be not only a temporary drop decline. So yeah, I've managed my position in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. And don't worry guys, even if this trade will be closed at break even, yeah, I will come back with something really good later maybe. So don't worry about a trade that will be closed at break even. There is a trade of Aziz open last Thursday on buy euro versus the US dollar. I don't know, or better to close it. I don't know about something like that, because right now I've told you that right now into the VIP I will show you guys, because it seems that you have a lot of questions about several trades, and I will show you guys that we don't have something like euro versus the US dollar position. We don't have a Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen position right now open for the VIP members into the VIP real account. And one moment. So here is my trade in euro, actually on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still in profit, as you can see here, around $9 profit. But as you can see here, we don't have something like a position in the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen or euro versus the US dollar. Here is our AVA real account. Yeah, so we don't have something like that. Okay, one moment. If I still have a chance, may I also know that gold is forming triple tops in 1 hour? I will take a look. Let's take a look. Gold, guys, thank you guys for your messages here. So triple tops in 1 hour. So where is the triple top? Here, because this is not a triple top for me. So I've told you, in gold, its failure here to stabilize here above this former high its failure here to stabilize above the downtrend line signaled strong sellers, and also the current rally in the registered by the dollar index forced the price of gold to drop. And I've told you that stabilizing here maybe below the pivot point, maybe dropping and stabilizing, making a new lower low below 1745.35 could signal maybe a deeper drop. So this is not a triple top, guys. Yeah, maybe this could be considered, but no, actually it's not a very good one, but this could be maybe head and shoulders or something. Yeah, in gold. New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar drop 1 month. Do you think it will drop more or going up? So the results on my figure are not aggregated with VIP signals. No, there are. So one moment, because I will show you also our results in my FX book. Giovanni, there are. But personally, I believe that you received something like that, something like an update on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen trade that Aziz took maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. Thank you. So that's not a triple top. Thank you for sharing, mate. So for me, it's not a triple top. Okay. So I've told you it's maybe more like something like a head and shoulders pattern, reversal pattern. Yeah, it's not a triple top for me, because maybe something like this would have been a triple top. Yeah, yeah, something like this. Yeah, so that's why I'm waiting for confirmation here in gold. So one moment. So here is our Learn to Trade VIP real account. So we are up more than 9%, 9.35% in our real account, and we will continue to grow this real account, and we will continue to share our trades with you guys. And if you want to follow our trades, to copy our trades, it's fine, guys. We had a minor drawdown, but yeah, these things happen on summer trading, and we will continue to grow this account. Yeah, thank you as well. Okay, today we didn't talk about the ADP non-farm employment change. You should be careful around this US economic indicator release later today, because this could bring something like high volatility in the short term or something. Yeah, when I have something on gold, like a good setup, like maybe a good trade, maybe I'll come back to you guys. And actually, of course, that I will come back with my trade, with my setup for the VIP members. Of course, if you want to follow, to copy my trade, maybe. And here, as you already know, the US is to release high impact data. So today, the ADP non-farm employment change, you should be careful. Yeah, around this one. And because after yesterday's ISM services PMI better than expected data, the dollar index rallied, and that's why the price of gold has slipped lower. So more better than or positive US data from the US during the week. Also tomorrow unemployment claims. And don't forget that on Friday, the US is to release its unemployment rate, which is expected to drop from 5.2% to 5.1%. Non-farm employment change, the non-farm payrolls. So better than expected US data could boost the greenback, the US dollar, the dollar index, and maybe the price of gold will resume its sell-off. Average hourly earnings 0.4% expected in September. So you should be careful also to keep an eye on the economic calendar, because all these high impact US data could bring important and sharp movements, and could have a high impact on all markets. Is there a way to see what trades were closed in that specific week? Because it seems like not all are present when trades are closed. So personally, I'm still keeping my trade in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. As I've told you, I've moved my stop loss at break even, and I will keep it because right now it's too late maybe to close it, because I will still keep it, and if it reaches the break even, it's fine, because right now if I'll close it, I will close it only with 10 pips maybe or something like this in profit, and yeah, personally I will still keep it. And if I will decide maybe to manage it some differently, or if I want to close it or something, I will come back to you guys with my trade management for the VIP members. And yeah, I believe that I will take a look on my FX book to make the history visible for you guys, to see that all our trades are also in my FX book, because right now I believe that the history there is private, or also our open trades. So I will take a look, and I will try to make public, okay, the history, at least to see that all our trades are also in my FX book. Okay, please guys, Euro versus US dollar reversal. Let's take a look. Reversal, bearish reversal, or what reversal? It's Nebula, because as you already know, and I've talked about something like this, something like about a major head and shoulders reversal pattern. So right now, and as you can see, drop below the neckline, new lower low. It has failed here to stabilize above 1.1612, I've told you. And right now it seems that we have something like a major reversal pattern on Euro versus the US dollar. The pair is traded and located far below 1.16 psychological level, below these former lows. And yeah, I told you that as long as it stays below the medium line of the descending pitchfork, it could drop deeper. Yeah, and this is something like one moment, something like more than 500 pips pattern or something. So yeah, a bearish reversal here on the Euro versus the US dollar, but you should keep in mind that this is not a recommendation, this is not a trading signal, this is not personally, I'm not a financial advisor, and when I have something, personally I'm sharing only my trades with the VIP members. And if you want to follow my trades, to copy my trades, to follow my maybe my management, my trade management, it's fine. I mean, it might go up a bit. I told you earlier, we are at support right now, inside sliding parallel line, S1, false breakouts, breakdowns, actually test, retest, something like a bullish pattern could bring the price up towards this former low, towards the medium line. But I've told you that personally, I'm a bear right now. I'm bearish on this pair, or actually the outlook, the bias is bearish here on Euro versus the US dollar, as long as the dollar index increases, and only something like a temporary drop here on the dollar index could push the Euro versus the US dollar higher. So we are at resistance here in the dollar index. I've told you earlier, a temporary drop could signal that the dollar may lose some ground, could depreciate versus rivals, and something like this valid breakout, a new higher high, could signal further growth, strong growth, which will signal that the Euro versus the US dollar could register a broader drop. Okay, one moment, because I want to take a look on some of your messages. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's take a look. but yeah, breakdown through this uptrend line after this after its failure here to stabilize above it. Personally, I would have liked here to see some test retest before dropping deeper, because something like test retest here would have maybe given us the chance to go short or something like this in New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar. New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Let's take a look. One moment, because I want to hide this setup here. Nice setup. A nice trade that I took for myself, guys. And in New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, after this test retest, false breakout above the inside sliding parallel line. So this was not sent. Personally, I didn't send this one for the VIP members or on the free group. This was only for me, for myself. So the bias is bearish here, as you already know. Test retest, false breakouts above the upper medium line, drop. It has failed here to approach to reach the medium line, rebound, test retest, false breakouts above the inside sliding parallel line, and now sell off, strong sell off, amazing sell off, only because the dollar index rallies. Something like a sideways movement here in Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Its failure to stabilize above the upper medium line. But right now I don't have something really good, as long as it stays above these former highs. Maybe we had something here after dropping below this former low on maybe lower time frames. Let's take a look. So maybe here we had something like a double top, and maybe we missed this one. But if the price maybe will come back here to test, retest, maybe we'll have something like this again. And if I have something like this, something like a short opportunity trade position, I will share my trade with the VIP members. So please, for those who are not VIP members, if you want to get all these trades, or maybe to follow my trades, yeah, you should become a VIP member by accessing the link posted right below this video for only £35 per month. Okay, so if you have maybe more questions, please guys. Bitcoin, I will take a look on Bitcoin. Natural gas, let's take a look. Natural gas. This is not on my watch list, so that's why I will maybe start with the daily chart. Nice rally, guys, here. But right now you should be careful here around this 6.683 former high. So it's risky, guys, to buy it here right below this higher high. Also, it's risky to sell it, only because it could still continue to increase. Platinum, we are out of any new setups. I don't have something on platinum. Maybe Orlando opened something on the swing for the swing trading group, but here for the Forex VIP channel we don't have something in platinum. Yeah, so here in natural gas I will wait for something here, because something like a pin bar here, a false breakout with great separation, test retest, false breakouts, something like a bearish pattern could bring us maybe a downside movement, a short opportunity in natural gas. So let's take a look on platinum. So corrective phase, as you already know also from my analysis. I told you guys drop retest of the broken uptrend line, and as long as it stays below the downtrend line, the bias is still bearish. New lower low, a temporary rebound. So I don't have something right now here in platinum, but after its failure here to retest maybe the downtrend line, it has signaled that the pressure is high. Maybe I want the price maybe to stabilize below the 50% retracement level, or to retest the downtrend line. False breakouts could bring us something, because something like this valid breakout could signal that the corrective phase is over and that the price of platinum could turn to the upside. Euro versus the US dollar. Yeah, I will check it again. It is the same. I don't know why you keep asking questions about Euro versus the US dollar right now. I've told you guys that yeah, I will take a look also on 1 hour. So right now I don't have something, and maybe I'll wait maybe for a false breakdown with great separation, retest, a bullish pattern here, maybe before maybe the price will turn to the upside in the short term, maybe before we'll try to come back towards 1.1562 or toward the medium line. And I've told you that something like a valid breakdown here could signal a deeper drop on Euro versus the US dollar. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you as well. Okay, guys, I was live here for more than 1 hour and 7 minutes. If you have questions, more questions, please, guys, I'm still here. And let's take a look on silver. Yeah, silver, guys, and also on US oil. I will hide this setup from here because it was invalidated. So here in silver, let's take a look. So if you remember, I told you guys that its failure to stabilize below maybe 21.899, 21.662 after the upper medium line retest here. And I've told you guys that something like a valid breakout above the immediate downtrend line could bring us something. But unfortunately here the price of silver failed to stabilize above the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. So right now it has dropped. It's pressuring the weekly pivot point right now. Yeah. And maybe we'll have something soon here in silver after maybe ending its correction here, its downside movement. We have something like a range here. If it stays above the downtrend line, above the weekly pivot point, maybe we'll have something like a new buying opportunity here in silver. And when I'll decide maybe to open a trade maybe on silver, I will come back to you guys. Yeah, so personally I'm looking for longs in silver. Solomon Hassan, if I'm using another trading app, it doesn't affect the trades, right? No. If you are using another maybe trading platform or something, no. Maybe, yeah. The only difference will be using another brokerage company or something, that maybe the spread will be different, or maybe the price also. I don't know exactly, but yeah. British pound, New Zealand dollar. Strong rally. Strong rally, guys, here after several retests of the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork after its failure to stabilize below it. Something like here you can see that the British pound versus the New Zealand dollar has ended its maybe correction. Here above 1.9329, former low. above the 50% retracement level. It's failure to approach to reach it. And as long as it stays within the ascending pitchfork body above the lower medium line, it could still increase. Yeah, please guys, like this video right now live, and also I'm waiting maybe for a comment later today, a feedback or something. You can also share it with your friends or on the social media, because this live webinar, this session will be also public into our YouTube channel. So yeah, you can watch it again as many times as you want. Dollar index, and then we'll talk about the US oil. So it's still there, it's still at resistance, and maybe later today, if the US data will come in better than expected, then maybe we'll have a very breakout here on the dollar index, which could signal maybe further growth. US oil, only false breakout with great separation through the channel's resistance. Right now drop below the R2, and as I've told you maybe today in analysis, I've told you that something like this could maybe bring the price down in the short term. This is only my opinion, this is not a trading recommendation, this is not a trade setup or a signal. And here bearish engulfing, drop below the R2, and maybe something here like sideways movement test retest could maybe bring us something in US oil in the short term. Yeah. Okay guys, I will end this webinar here. Thanks for watching. Actually, Bitcoin, sorry, Bitcoin. Whoa, I forgot about cryptocurrencies. So the price of Bitcoin, guys, if you remember, I told you here after this sideways movement, after this breakout, that after a potential breakout, value breakout above the downtrend line, after stabilizing above the 50% retracement level, after all these false breakdowns below the lower medium line, that the price of Bitcoin could increase. Okay, sideways movement, accumulation consolidation above the medium line of descending pitchfork, above the 23.6, and jumping above this Fibonacci level have signaled that maybe the price of gold, actually, whoa, sorry, I'm a little tired. The price of Bitcoin, it has ended its corrective phase, its downside movement. And here on Monday, this false breakdown with great separation followed by this strong major bullish candle signaled strong buyers, potential upside continuation. It has jumped far above the 50,000 psychological level. It has climbed as much as 51,914.68. It has failed to hit my upper medium line of descending pitchfork. The buyers have shown some exhausted signs. The price action has signaled over both signals here, but the bias is still bullish, guys, as long as it stays above this immediate uptrend line, as long as it stays above this psychological level. Right now, as you can see, drop, but it has failed to stay near today's low, I believe. Yeah, it has failed to stay down around 50,428, stabilizing above the R1. Something like a consolidation accumulation here could signal an upside continuation, could maybe bring new buying opportunities in Bitcoin. Ethereum, a temporary drop, maybe a natural drop after this amazing leg higher, swing higher, after jumping above, ignoring this downtrend line. Something like an accumulation consolidation here could bring us something. Maybe we'll have to wait. In Ethereum, Dogecoin, nice rally. If you remember, I talked about something like this after moving sideways here, after failing to make a new lower low, after stabilizing above the medium line of the descending pitchfork. And I told you that something here like a very breakout above the upper medium line could bring us new long opportunities in Dogecoin. So yeah, I was right, guys. In Dogecoin, Thank you guys again. I will end this webinar here, and I will come back maybe tomorrow with a new trading session. Don't forget that maybe Orlando will come back later with his trading edge, with his daily edge live Forex webinar. And also maybe tomorrow I will host a new live webinar, and if we'll have something, we'll open trades as well live. Also for the VIPs, my trade in euro versus in US dollar versus the Japanese yen, sorry, in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still valid. The price, it has rebounded a little, and yeah, as I've told you earlier, personally I've managed my position by moving my stop loss at break even. This was maybe not the best decision today. Maybe I should have closed that position, but right now, yeah, that's it. I've protected my position. If the price will drop towards my entry, so because I don't want to lose money on this trade after being in profit or something like this. Yeah, unfortunately, maybe I should have closed this position in profit, but yeah, personally I didn't expect it something like this, only because the dollar index continues to increase, and also we'll see what will really happen, because that strong sell-off in the Japanese stock index could be only a temporary one, and something like a rebound on the dollar on the Japanese stock index could force the yen to depreciate, and also further growth on the dollar index could help the dollar to take the lead again. So yeah, okay, thank you guys. See you maybe tomorrow or on Friday around the non-farm payrolls release. Thank you guys. Please like this video, you can share it, you can comment, and see you soon, maybe tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye bye.